Guys, how are you? Hope all of you are doing good. Lastly, I explained earlier regarding the count if conditions. If I'm going to give you a rollback on what we learned on the count if conditions, there are basically two types of conditions of count if. One is when we put a complete range to find duplicates. Like for example, laptop, we know that this is repeated three times. So here we can easily find the duplicates that it has been repeated three times, the laptops. But the second condition is when we reduce the value to 3 to 1 means we need to reduce the value to n minus 1. For count if we reduce the value to n minus 1 means first time when it checks for the laptop, then the second time it will exclude that portion of laptop and then it will search for the next second one. So this is very easy. This is the best way to use the count if in which we can segregate duplicates and remove them, and when we only use one laptop only. So this is the way what we studied last time, and we also studied VLOOKUP as well, and which is already shared to you in my playlist. So in my post, I've given you the reference to it in my post, and you can check the post regarding the conditions, the countif, and how to create the unique identifier. Now, today what we are going to do is we are going to basically move forward with the conditions of the VLOOKUP. Let's say if I have created a VLOOKUP and it gives me a value, now we are actually developing our data. What we started is how to develop a database, how to create or massage a data and analyze it and gain an output from that data. So we have this data right now we in hand. The data is same in our last videos as well. We are going to use the same data and analyze it, and then we are going to produce some output. And there are many ways to produce an output. We can create an output in form of, you can say, a table. We can generate tables through VBA. We can generate tables through forms. We can transfer those outputs to Word as well. That we are going to develop step by step for taking one or two conditions into place and using those conditions extensively in other forms and variations. So right now we are only going to use VLOOKUP. How going to be use VLOOKUP in validating the data, in making forms, in making data sheets, in accessing those data into different. Let's so I need to make a table, a form in which I need to have a report. See, for let's suppose for Alex, how much he did, how much he sold, what is the quantity he has. Uh, Alex basically is in this sheet. Alice, how much he sold the data, how much he sold the laptops. He is a marketing person. His analysis sheet will be in one form, in type of form or report that we are going to design, but we are going to use VLOOKUP for it. How we are going to use? We are going to use it through data forms validations. So first of all, we are quickly going to put a VLOOKUP here, which already explained in the last video. So what we did, we placed a VLOOKUP for laptop and we brought in some values as well here. This value is called lookup for progress. Okay, look progress, right? This is the progress for these values. Alice has this progress, Charlie has this one, and Hannah has this one against the laptops. So if you know, we are going to basically, either there are two ways: either you bring in information in one master sheet, or you, if there are many sheets available, then you can, but the best way is to bring one information into one master sheet, but you need to index that master sheet. How are you going to index this master sheet? Means the data which is the stock, the data which is the stock of that report, means it is for of that report, should be in one color code. Any data which is from part from any other report, needs to be another report. Any static information needs to be coded separately. So there is an index of color coding which you need to be, make sure to divide the data according to color coding, that you should know what code I used, which color combination I made it, and what is the data type or nature of the data. Is it static, it is variable, or it is from another sheet, plus from another sheet, or the data is from the source, a source data. So here blue is the source data, green is something which I can use it for, yellow is something we can use it from another sheet, right? Something brought from another sheet. Okay, so so you can form an index here as well, and you can code it in this way, index. And you can code, say blue is for the source data, blue. You can put the color here, right? So this is for the source. In this way you can code the data. Source means from the file. Lookup means from a sheet 4, from sheet 1, having this name of data. Okay, so you can actually index the data the way you want. Now what we are going to do, we need to basically form a type of a report, in which we should be able to basically grab, we can need to make a form of a type of form or a report. Let's suppose name of the employee. Okay, we need a department ID, depart name, and project name, task name. Okay, task name assigned to, product ID, or okay, product ID, and opening stock ID, right? And let's say we have this type of report, data report for an employee. This is the report, basically what we need to make, a type of report for an employee. So we get to mark the outlines, right? And that you can do in Word as well, but I will show you separately in Word as well. Right now we're only doing is in Excel, but that the same can be done in Word as well, and we can directly populate the data from Excel to Word as well. It's not difficult, it's very easy. Right now we are only going to populate this thing, right? Auto signature one. Okay. So now here we should know that so we can make the same report. Now right now I'm only copying and pasting it for one, but let's suppose I need it for many employees or one two employees at a time. That will learn separately after this one. First we are going to make first employee. So what is basically, so this is the our data, and if we need an employee or someone here, so how are we going to get that employee first of all? So the best differentiator here, normally when you use this type of format, is the sequence number. Either you create one or you use the one which is here. Okay. Or you basically create one or you use the one which is here. So here it is the sequence number. Now what we are going to do is, we know that we have a identifier as product ID, right? Product ID is something which is going to give us what? The name of the assigned user. Yes, right? So how are we going to do with this? So 13, 14, right? So here I wrote one. One here means the first row. So it will bring me the data for one. Now we need something in general. Now one here means data for the first line. So it gave me the list. And if I'm going to, let's suppose this is something which I did as a default. So now if I want one here means Alice, right? So now what I'm going to do is, I just showed you how it is done here. One, right? Alice. Okay. If I'm going to do it two, then this means it will change to Bob. Three, it will change to Charlie, right? Now, what is the project name? Do we have a project name here or no? We don't have. So how are we going to get the project name? Look, project name. How are we going to look for project name? Same way. So project name is basically in the third column, right? So here we got the project name. So what we are going to do? We are going to M and O, increase the length, and then we are going to and 4, sorry, 415. This is the project name, right? So what is the department ID? I think it is department ID is not, it is product ID. Product product ID, right? Product ID is, I think it is the second one is product ID. Product ID, right? And task name, what is the task name? Task name is marketing search, right? So this is basically the department or what? Okay, task name is D. So this one is 4, right? And for this one here it is 16. Why? Because in this new report it comes after what? Okay, sorry. Basically, MNOP. The range is changed P. It is 16. So basically, we need to update the range whenever we add something. So it will needs to add the range. If we add the data within the range, then it won't. It will automatically stand. If we add a new column, then you have to add there as well, right? That's the difference. So marketing range, opening stock, and product ID is something here already available. Opening stock. Opening stock is available there, which is D. 4. Opening stock is 4. What happened? 4. And we're going to change it cost price in USD, right? Cost priced hand in stock. Okay, we'll write hand in stock. Hand in stock. Stock, which is, I suppose, 7. Yeah, it is 7, right? So here we have got some, you can say a form of, what you can say, here if I put 2 here, 2, okay, it will update automatically 3, right? So this way we can create a report. Now how are we going to basically use this through VB scripting as well? So now we have seen the usage of this in Excel. So what we did in sorry, in for from VLOOKUP perspective. So now this is how we can use the VLOOKUP more extensively in making a form reports. The same then can be used in Words as well. We can transfer the auto publish the whole data in Microsoft Word as well. The same way. But now we are just exploring one area of one condition of VLOOKUP only. But we need to have an analysis of it first of all, how we are going to perform that analysis, how we are going to merge information, how we are going to make a master database, and from there we are going to source the data, analyze and source for each of your own desired output. Now we are going to use is we are going to basically first of all enable the developers tab. Developers tab. Where is the developers tab? Where is the developers tab? Oh, here it is. Sorry. Okay. Now the developers tab is here. We have to use the form. Okay. So basically, this is the form. So here, basically, we're going to basically connect this value here, this form. You can use this form from here, and let me from, if you go in this, you can use this one, the spin button, right? So that you can use easily, spin button, and you can use the control. So here, the current value is 0, incremental change is 1, right? So you need to add 1 and 1. So we can, minimum value is 0 and maximum value is depending upon the range of your cell, and change is 1. So here I've added this. Now what it did it, because the value is 0, so there is no value as 0. So we are going to use it 1, right? This is the first value. Now what we, so the change is 1. So if we add 1, it will change 1, right? 1, 2, 3, right? 4, it's changing, right? 5, 6, it is changing the whole data. See, easily. Now what we can do, we can connect these values here as well, this one. So if this is 1, it can be, what will be this value? So first one is this value, L is 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So everything above 1 is basically 2. So next value will be here in VLOOKUP, right? So if we plot these values here as well, so And if we do a change, so right now it is giving a change, same change, Charlie Charlie, right? If we change the increment change to 2, now it will, so here basically what we will do that 1 plus 1, right? Here what we'll do, we will do plus 1 here. It will add 1, right? It will add 1. So now we have we have one Alice and second is Bob. If you look at the sheet, first one is Alice, second one is Bob. Now it should be Charlie and Daisy, right? It should be now Charlie and Daisy. Alice and Bob, Charlie and Daisy. So what I did, added the value of increment to 2. It will jump to the third one directly. Now it will jump to the fifth one, Ethan and Fiona. Seventh, because there is no value in 6, that's why it is showing as blank. See, 6. What is 6? Gabriel. And what is the value? 0. So Gabriel and 0, right? So this is how basically we produced. We can use a form sheet by using an Excel function, and we can create our own form or our own type of report. We can use them in our daily work routine, in our job, in our institution, or however we want to use. We can also use a print function as well. It's very easy to install a print function. If you record here print, so what we do is unable to, why it is unable to record, I don't know. Record, okay. If you print something here, printing, let's save this PDF one, right? So it is now printed. Now you stop the recording. Now you, what you do, you basically form this button here and assign this macro to it. See, 2, done, right? So print and save. 3, it is saving it. Where it is saving it? Desktop. Yes. See, so how basically you can use this function easily by creating a lookup file, merging all the data, and then from that data we are going to basically create a sheet, a form, a report, and then we are going to drop all those values in one form so that it can present, it can show it as a one report as well. So I hope you like this video. It is very knowledgeable for you, and you can use this technique the way you can analyze the data in your daily work routine as well, in your offices, in your daily work routine, where you basically analyze the data and process it in your own needs. Thank you very much. And going forward, we are going to move more into this function of VB scripting as well, how we can design the table in VB, because right now it is a Excel form in which we are creating a report. In the next video, we are going to create a VB form in a very simple manner, not a difficult one. We are going to access each and every code of VB simply, and then create tabs, create buttons in which we can add, delete, and then how we're going to learn in a very easy way. So it should be useful for you to basically apply it in your daily work routine. Thank you very much.